A teacher in London noticed something strange. Children were bringing empty bottles to school, not full ones, empty Prime bottles, rinsed out, refilled with tap water. And those children, according to the teacher, were being, quote, catapulted to higher status among their peers. An empty bottle filled with water, a status symbol. That is either the most impressive marketing achievement of the last decade, or a warning sign so obvious it should have been impossible to miss. Depending on who you ask, it's both. In January 2022, two YouTubers launched a drink. No factory history, no nutrition science background, no decades of research and development, just Logan Paul, KSI, a combined following of over 140 million people, and a plan. What followed was genuinely extraordinary. Not the product, the machine behind it. Because this wasn't luck, it was a system, built deliberately, layer by layer. And understanding how it worked is the only way to understand how it was also, for millions of children, a betrayal. Layer 1. The rivalry. Logan Paul and KSI had fought twice in highly publicized boxing matches. Millions watched, millions took sides. When they announced they were launching a drink together, the narrative wrote itself. Rivals become brothers. The audience who had picked a side now had a reason to root for both. The launch was a cultural event before a single bottle existed. Layer 2. Scarcity. Prime launched in limited quantities, not because supply was tight, because scarcity was the strategy. Bottles sold out within hours. eBay resellers listed 12 bottles for £400. A single limited edition bottle once sold for close to $1,500. Lines formed outside supermarkets before dawn. That teacher's story about the empty bottles wasn't an edge case, it was the goal. Layer 3, the sports empire. And this is where it gets surgical. In 2022, Prime became the official hydration partner of Arsenal, KSI's boyhood club, announced with the tagline, "The future of hydration meets the future of football." In 2023, FC Barcelona replaced Gatorade with Prime. Bayern Munich signed a multi-year deal in August 2023. Barcelona's own vice president of marketing explained the logic without embarrassment. Prime was, quote, a strategic deal that will help to connect with younger audiences around the world. One of the most storied football clubs on earth signed a deal, specifically to reach children. By the end of 2023, Prime had also signed Erling Haaland, Patrick Mahomes, and Kevin Durant as ambassadors. Official drink of the UFC, the LA Dodgers, and WWE, where Logan Paul performs as a wrestler and Prime's branding sits at the center of the ring at every premium event. Every institution, every audience. One thing in common: young, passionate, impressionable. And then came the Kardashian moment. In 2023, Kim Kardashian, 353 million Instagram followers, posted about Prime. Her son, Saint, was obsessed with it. Logan Paul publicly thanked her, calling her gracious for the exposure. Prime then created a one-of-a-kind custom flavor inspired by Saint's own drawings, packaged it as a single exclusive case, and sent it to the Kardashian household. It cost them almost nothing. It generated global celebrity press, and it told every child watching that even Kim Kardashian's son, a child with access to literally anything on Earth, chose Prime. Within 12 months of launch, Prime had made $1.2 billion in sales. It became the fastest-growing beverage brand in history. It outsold Gatorade at Walmart. The marketing was a masterclass. The product was a different story entirely. Here's what was actually in the bottle. Prime came in two forms that looked nearly identical. The hydration drink, sports branding, electrolytes, athlete endorsements, contained no caffeine. The energy drink, in almost identical neon packaging, contained 200 milligrams of caffeine per can. That's 6 cans of Coca-Cola, nearly 2 Red Bulls, in a drink being marketed primarily and aggressively to children under 18. U.S. Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer wrote to the FDA in July 2023. His letter called Prime a cauldron of caffeine with, quote, one true target market, children under the age of 18.
In fact, it has double the caffeine.
He noted there was little noticeable difference between the marketing of the two products, meaning parents buying what they thought was a sports drink for their kids were frequently buying something pediatricians said children should never consume at all. Schools across the UK, Australia, and the US banned Prime from campuses. Students were caught selling it to classmates. The American Academy of Pediatrics is clear. Children should not consume energy drinks. Not moderately, not occasionally, not at all. Prime's response was to put a small warning on the label, then keep running the same marketing. But the caffeine was only the beginning. In August 2023, independent third-party testing discovered something else inside Prime's grape flavor: PFAS chemicals, per- and polyfluoroalkyl substances, known as forever chemicals, because once they enter the human body, they don't leave. Court documents revealed PFAS levels in Prime's grape drink were roughly 3 times higher than the EPA's lifetime limit for drinking water. PFAS exposure is linked to kidney cancer, testicular cancer, thyroid disease, immune system disruption, and reproductive harm. Not hypothetical, documented, studied extensively. Found in a drink described on its own website as helping you refresh, replenish, and refuel. Logan Paul's response was a TikTok video. He said the PFAS were coming from the bottle, not the liquid, that anyone can sue anyone. He did not reformulate. He did not recall. He posted a video. A third lawsuit in 2025 alleged the energy drink contained 215 to 225 milligrams of caffeine, not the advertised 200. Small on paper, legally significant when you're already under investigation for targeting minors. By this point, the numbers told the rest. Peak revenue 2023, $1.2 billion. By October 2025, $300 million projected, a 76% collapse. UK revenue down 71% in a single year. Net profit down 91.6% to just £312,000. Those same bottles children queued for at dawn were appearing in clearance bins at 31 pence. The manufacturer, Refresco, sued for $67.7 million over broken volume commitments. The fastest-growing beverage brand in history became one of the fastest falling. Why? A professor at USC put it cleanly when Prime was still at its peak. Buying Prime was never about the drink. It was a symbol of membership in a fan club, a sign of belonging to that community. This is the halo effect, the documented psychological mechanism where trust in a person transfers directly to the product they're selling and actively suppresses the buyer's instinct to investigate. When the face is trusted enough, the label becomes invisible. Only about 12% of Prime customers ever came back for a second purchase. The billion-dollar figure wasn't loyalty. It was one purchase multiplied across a generation of children, driven entirely by the faces on the bottle. And when those faces stopped being new, it evaporated. And Prime was not the only product running this playbook. In September 2024, Logan Paul, KSI, and MrBeast, 3 of the biggest YouTubers on Earth, launched Lunchly, a packaged children's lunch kit. Positioned explicitly as a healthier alternative to Lunchables, the product they directly compared themselves to. Every Lunchly kit came with a bottle of Prime Hydration, a Feastables chocolate bar, and one of 3 processed food options: pizza, nachos, or turkey and crackers. The health claims started falling apart within days of launch. A physician calculated that a child eating Lunchly's turkey option would consume just 230 calories. They would need to eat 2.7 packs to hit their recommended lunchtime intake, and in doing so, would consume close to their entire daily sodium allowance. The chair of food and nutrition at the Children's Alliance described the launch as junk food marketing. Then, a YouTuber opened a pack with a December 2024 expiration date, bought fresh from a store, and found it riddled with bright blue mold. The FDA received complaints. The launch that was supposed to rescue Prime's sales figures became another headline. Fellow YouTuber Dan TDM said what many were thinking. This is selling stuff to kids who don't know better than to trust the people who are selling it to them. And then there is the Feastables detail, which is easy to miss, and which tells you everything about how this system operates. When MrBeast launched his chocolate bar, the entire marketing campaign was built on 5 ingredients: natural, clean, simple, better for you. The 5-ingredient story was central to the brand identity. 2 years later, the recipe was quietly reformulated. More ingredients were added. The 5 ingredients claim was maintained by reclassifying unsweetened chocolate as one ingredient, concealing multiple components under a single label term. No announcement, no press release. The face on the package stayed the same. The audience never noticed. Because the audience trusted the face, not the formula. Celsius tells a version of the same story from a different angle. Celsius built its brand around fitness, gym culture, metabolism, clean energy. It became one of the fastest-growing energy drinks in America, not because of any scientific breakthrough, but because of a network of fitness influencers on Instagram who appeared to genuinely use and believe in the product. In 2025, a class action lawsuit alleged that those influencers had been paid substantially to post endorsements without disclosing the commercial relationship. One plaintiff stated she would not have purchased Celsius at all had she known the recommendations were sponsored. She alleged the products were sold at inflated prices, exclusively because of the misleading influencer content. Celsius also settled a separate lawsuit for $7.8 million after being found to have falsely advertised no preservatives, while the product contained citric acid, which functions as a preservative. And its stock, inflated by years of aggressive marketing, dropped sharply in 2024, when investors alleged company insiders had made over $1.4 billion selling shares at artificially elevated prices before the truth about sales performance emerged. The fitness drink was not as fit as advertised. The influencers were not as unpaid as they appeared, and the consumer, in both cases, paid a premium price for a product whose real value they were never given the information to assess. This is the pattern, not a bug in the system itself. Build a face the audience loves, attach a product to that face, make purchase feel like participation in a community. Keep the packaging close to aspirational, sports, health, natural, better for you. Put the warning on the back in small print. Watch the halo effect do the rest. The FTC has started moving. A wave of class action lawsuits in 2025 is establishing legal precedent around undisclosed influencer sponsorships, arguing that hidden paid endorsements constitute deceptive pricing. Regulators are starting to require that paid partnerships be clearly and conspicuously disclosed. But there are 140 million subscribers watching Logan Paul and KSI. There are 300 million watching MrBeast. The next product launch is already in development. The question this system depends on you never asking is a simple one. If the person selling this actually believed in it, If the ingredients were as good as the branding, why does it cost this much, taste this sweet, contain this many things you can't pronounce, and come with a warning label buried on the back that says it should not be given to the children they spent 2 years convincing to want it? They sold you the person. The product was always secondary. Read the label.